Happy Monday. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Technical Solutions here with a super quick market update. So if you're asking the question, why did markets prop up? Well, supposedly there was, the mediators that were proposing a 10-day ceasefire on strikes, right? To be able to find a way to revive the Iran and the U.S. interim deal. So supposedly this is something that was being proposed, but again, Iranian president has now denied this and saying that we're at full-scale war with the United States. And what better time for there to be so much uncertainty than when companies are about to report earnings. This week, for those that do not know, we have, let me double check. Yeah. Tesla, Alphabet, ServiceNow, which was a big one that a lot of people are paying attention to, IBM, and then Intel. There's also Nokia, right? But Intel also reporting earnings. The big ones, obviously, for the Mac 7, Alphabet, and Tesla. But when it comes down to tech, ServiceNow, IBM, and Intel. So we'll see what ends up happening. I'm open to the idea of live streaming some of these earnings, especially on Wednesday and on Thursday after the markets close. You guys let me know down in the comments section if you would like me to. All I ask you to do is drop a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, right? NASDAQ market, as of right now, we're kind of seeing a change of direction. We were seeing this ascending uptrend pattern, especially as that excitement of a potential 10-day ceasefire began to present itself. But then very quickly, it seemed like an absolute trap. We rallied, we peaked, we pulled back, we broke structure, full break of pattern. So this ascending uptrend pattern broke that support, now beginning to form lower highs, lower lows, and everything else is following with it. Micron Technologies, as of on the day, I'm actually going to trim a portion of this position. So I bought the dip just as it reached oversold levels. I've been trading this, if anything, a little bit too much. I'm probably going to stop pretty soon. Great start to the week for me. 11.6K. If you tuned on into our live trading session today with my LPP team, I carried a long over the weekend, took profits as soon as markets opened up a short, then took profits, went long, took profits, opened up short, took profits, went long, taking profits. So when in doubt, never be afraid to cash out. 11.5K. This is not a normal day for me. This is a really big day, and I'm so grateful that, especially based off of how I ended last week, I ended it with a red day. Now I'm able to come back with a very strong green day. And if you watch today's live session, I was very mindful of my position size, making sure direction was in my favor and not being greedy. And I truly do believe that is what led to my ability to be able to work with the market. I just feel like there's some days that you have a temperament to work really well with the market, and some days that you just have the mindset of, you're just battling and bumping heads with it. And today I did very well working with it, and I'm very grateful for it that our LPP team was able to watch that live. Again, if you want to rewatch today's live session, you can always rewatch it and all the live sessions moving forward. Second link in the description down below. We have a discount code there for you. A lot of you guys were asking us for a nice little discount. It's linked in the second link in the description to one-time payment, lifetime access, and you'll get to watch me trade live every day. But with that being said, again, the big thing that I would pay attention to is where we are currently at this critical range for the overall market. NASDAQ testing its major support at 685. It went back up to retest 700. But again, if we get rejected, we're heading right back down. And we have big earnings being reported this week. So all Iran news aside, Tesla and Alphabet, ServiceNow, IBM, Intel. Again, the big question, are these companies overspending? Are there over projections in their valuation? And how are the semiconductor space really going to get hit, right? The other thing that I quickly wanted to bring up is SpaceX. SpaceX is getting absolutely destroyed. It is down over 47% from its all-time highs. I think it hit highs of 230 and currently trading at lows of 122, 46.95%, and we hit lows of 120 this morning. So again, the cheap can always get cheaper. It's lost over $1.5 trillion in market cap in just the past month of valuation. Remember, during irrational times, it supports irrational valuations, but eventually reality does sink in and fundamentals do matter. Please keep this in mind if you are considering buying more of something that can be viewed speculative, right? There's nothing wrong with wanting to be invested in something, but understand that there are moments for that, kind of like Bitcoin. I don't believe in Bitcoin, but I believe in your right to buy Bitcoin. With that being said, during irrational times, it supports irrational currencies. It can prop itself up, but only for short periods of time. Eventually, it ends up crashing 50 to 80%, as we see every single time. Crypto traders over leverage themselves. They overhype it up. And then again, they pay the price eventually. Don't get greedy, get in, get out, make your money, and bounce. So very excited to see how things continue to develop. Looks like we got another push up. I'm going to sell another 25 shares just to lock in some profits. And we're at 11.8K on the day. Actually, I'm going to sell the full thing. So fully closed out of the trade. There it goes. Fully closed out, 11.8K on the day. And I'm just so grateful. So what else did I want to talk about? We talked about Netflix after reporting earnings last week. New 52-week lows. Still looks incredibly oversold, but still looks incredibly bearish. So very careful with that one. AMC reported its best earnings supposedly in company history, prop itself up about 17%, something to look out for those that like speculative stocks. And then there was one other one, Irene pushed itself up for the announcement of a potential deal, up 15% on the day. But if you look at the larger time frames, it's a strong descending pattern. So again, patterns tend to repeat themselves. They don't always have to. I would be very, very careful at these elevated levels if continuation does not present itself. If it begins to show signs of a resistance and begins to pull on back, it just has a history of aggressively selling off. And when in doubt, I would never be afraid to cash out, especially not on these. Again, I'm happy earnings week is back, right? Big earnings, a lot of market volatility. This should just really motivate us and encourage us to be mindful of our exposure. Watch that position size, and when in doubt, never be afraid to cash out. Like I said, again, we trade live every single morning. Whenever you're ready to stop reacting to the market and ready to learn to stay ahead, that's exactly what LPP is designed for. You can watch us trade live every day. And even before you join, you can preview a previous live session so you can get a taste of what the LPP team experiences every single day. And that's really just it, right? So second link down below, you can sign up now and start watching us trade live as soon as tomorrow. I appreciate you guys' time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team, and happy Monday.